It's Wisconsin native on the pole, the driver out of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. That's the 64 machine of Eric Bloomer. Alongside him, out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the 25, Cole O'Brien. Your points leader heading into the night, Jackson Lewis out of Lakeville, Minnesota, will start from third. Fourth, going to the Springville, Iowa native in the 04, Adam Meyer. Robbie Morrison out of Auburn, Iowa, in the 32M will start alongside track champion Cohen Henze in the 88 machine. We'll see Brady Ashrin and Ryan Sullivan, row number 4, row number 5, Casey Korsmo and Dave Eberly. Michael Weber, Jeff Schmidt, 11th and 12th. 13th goes to Keith Meyer. 14th to Danny Lemcool. Tim Fredericks and Adam Reed will start 15th and 16th. 17th to Nate Wolbers. 18th. We'll try to see if Jordan Miklas makes his way onto the racing surface, which he does. A great group effort to get Miklas back out onto the racing surface after a rough heat race. Tim Franz, Jason Lamb will start 19th, 20th, 21st. Billy Fossbender, 22nd. Hayden Schmuel, to Alan Newman, Colton Utley, and McKenna Sackman will round out your 25 cars for 25 laps around the Benton County Speedway. As they work through turns 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen, we've only been here once, and we're going to make it the best show for you as they work through turns 3 and 4. Get on your feet and get out of your seat. This is the Midwest Legends Dirt Series, presented by Legends.direct. Once again, we thank you for coming out. It has been an honor to be here at the Benton County Speedway tonight, and boy, oh boy, we got 25 laps. This one's going to be exciting. It's Bloomer and O'Brien on the front row. The 64 machine going to get us underway out of turn number 4. We're racing in Benton. Good start for Eric Bloomer out front. Here comes Jackson Lewis. Lewis looking to the inside. Lewis and O'Brien split Bloomer through turns 3 and 4. Jackson Lewis, your new race leader at the end of lap 1. Cole O'Brien, Eric Bloomer, your top 3. Keep your eye on that 44J machine. Jordan Miklas dicing his way through the field so far early on. Lewis the leader, O'Brien right behind him, Robbie Morrison, Eric Bloomer, and Adam Meyer right behind him. Adam Meyer moves up into that third place spot now. Different lines forming around the Benton County Speedway. Boy, is it going to make this race interesting. Look at Cole O'Brien looking to the outside around Jackson Lewis. Lewis works down the back straightaway, still the leader with the momentum. One car pulls to the infield, we stay green. Jackson Lewis, your race leader, right behind him, Cole O'Brien. Robbie Morrison in that 32 machine making his way into that third place spot now, but he's battling it out with the 04 of Adam Meyer. Jordan Miklas up to 8th after starting down in 18th. 10 spots for the 44J, and he is not going to wait around. Lewis, the leader at the end of lap 5. Slower car, McKenna Sackman, the top 2, make their way past the 83 machine. Battle now between Jeff Schmidt, Adam Meyer, and Jordan Miklas for the 4th place spot. Oh, trouble for Adam Meyer. Slowing out of turn number 2. He gets back on the throttle. We stay green. Your top 5 look like Jackson Lewis, Cole O'Brien, Robbie Morrison, Jeff Schmidt, and Jordan Miklas. Caution on the Speedway. We've got some chaos in turn number 3 and 4. It looks like Hayden Schmuel, Talon Newman in the O2 machine of Tim Fredericks. Getting all sorts of wound up, and it seems as if it's going to be the 59S of Hayden Schmuel taking the blame on that one. But man, oh man, Jordan Miklas, 18th to 5th so far. We are only 8 laps into this race. Not to be outdone, Jeff Schmidt in 4th, started 12th, now finds himself in 4th. But it has been the 7 machine, the driver out of Lakeville, Minnesota, Jackson Lewis. If I'm not mistaken, 16 wins on the season so far in all competition for Lewis. He has been the man to beat. It's only happened once or twice. My calculations, if I'm not mistaken, Michael Weber, Ryan Sullivan, and Jordan Miklas have been the only drivers to beat that 7 machine. And right now, to look and find the drivers that have beaten me, I had to look all the way back. 5th for Jordan Miklas, 7th for Michael Weber, and 9th for Ryan Sullivan. Those are the drivers that have beat Jackson Lewis so far. Talon Newman in that 14C, he's going to take the ride off the track. The driver out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, finds his way off the racing surface. Seems as if issues for that 14C. Teams quickly to his aid, jacking that car up. I think I might see crews from the Legends.direct team. I might see crews from Hayden Schmuel's team as well getting involved, potentially Brady Asherin's crew as well. One of the best things about the Midwest Legends Dirt Series, we are never going to leave one of our own behind. I saw crews from the Legends.direct team. I saw Jeff Schmidt, a few others pounding away on Jordan Miklas's car to get that car back out here in this feature, including our very own Bryce Miller, just from what I've heard, the dirtiest people I've ever seen him. Not to mention Hayden Schmuel in that 59S. I saw Brady Asherin, we saw Talon Newman, we saw Cohen Henze, Tim Franz all pounding away on that 59S to get him back out here for this feature. So it looks like the O2 of Tim Fredericks going to need a little bit of a push. Doing his best sprint car impression. So he gets that bad boy back pushed off. Talon Newman gets his 14T back onto the track. The driver out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, picked up his first ever heat race win last night, my mistake, at Maquoketa Speedway, just a little bit away. Is Talon, one of our rookies, 14 years of age for that driver, and he has been setting the Legends scene alight here at the Midwest Legends Dirt Series. So the field going to get themselves set back up. It's Jackson Lewis, Cole O'Brien, and Robbie Morrison, your top 3. Jeff Schmidt, Jordan Miklas, Brady Asherin, Michael Weber, Eric Bloomer, Ryan Sullivan, and Casey Korsmo, your top 10. Leader gets to pick leader gets a row to himself. Second place gets to pick whatever high or low spot that he wants on the restart. Cole O'Brien says, I'm going low here. He likes his chances on that bottom side. Still 17 laps to go. We've still got plenty of racing time. Keep your eye on that second, technically that third row, second double file row, Jeff Schmidt and Jordan Miklas. Those two drivers are on it currently. Jeff Schmidt started 12th, now 4th. Miklas started 18th, now 5th. Jordan Miklas, not a great heat race. Second place in the points for the 44J, and he's looking to make up as much as he can on that 7 machine. Jackson Lewis controls the pace as they work through turns 3 and 4. We're back underway. Great restart for Jackson Lewis. Leads the field on the back straightaway. A good restart for Robbie Morrison. Morrison going to be able to pull in front of the 25 machine of O'Brien. And Jordan Miklas going to do the same. Miklas moves up to third. Jordan Miklas battling it out right now with Cole O'Brien in that 25 machine. Trying to see what he can get. The driver out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, trying to defend from the driver out of Watertown, Wisconsin. It'll be a three-car battle for the second place spot as they work through turns 3 and 4. Give it to Miklas as he exits turn 4, and he's going to set his sights right on that 7 machine. Jordan Miklas up to second after starting 18th. The pack planted to the high line. The treacherous top, as I like to call it here at Benton Speedway. It is dangerous. You put a tire over, and we've seen it so many times tonight. It's not working well for you. Michael Weber has moved up into that third place spot. He is pressuring now the 44 machine of Jackson Lewis. Jordan Miklas. To the inside goes Michael Weber on Miklas. The gap growing between your leader, and the top 3. Lap car, McKenna Zachman once again right in front of Jackson Lewis. He's going to have to negotiate the 80-3 Z machine. Lewis with no issue gets past the 83. It's been about a 10th a lap for Jackson Lewis. 13 machine, that is going to be Danny Lempool pulling to the infield. He's going to spin around and get that car. Stop. Issues for the 13. But off the racing surface, just 10 laps to go. The gap slowly but surely closing now as the caution flag will fly. For a second there, I thought the 77 machine of Colton Utley was about to get beached there. Utley gets himself stuck up on the top shelf, gets himself around, and unfortunately draws the caution. The 7 machine of Brady Ashering now pulling to the infield. We'll have to see what the deal with Mean Green 7A machine Brady Ashering is. Saw that car kind of smoking partway through this race and the heat race, so might have to keep an eye on that. So getting word from up here is actually the 5 machine of Dave Eberly that spun first in what drew the initial caution. And unfortunately, Colton Utley, just kind of an innocent victim there, gets himself spun around, so Utley will be able to get somewhat of a spot back. Utley running in the 17th position of the starting 24th. So a good run for Colton Utley, 24th to 17th so far. This one will be interesting. You've got the top 2 in points, separated by 0 spots, first and second. Michael Weber finds himself currently 4th place in the standings, if I'm not mistaken. My mistake. Michael Weber actually down in 6th so far in the points, so this will help him with a good run. As one of his rivals, Hayden Schmuel, finds himself all the way down the order, down in 18th. So race control going to get the order figured out here. We're going to get Brady Asherin towed off. We're going to see the pack get all bunched up here. Little bit of a parade going on crossing the track, and unfortunately we're going to get some cars stopped here on the front straightaway. So we'll get this deal figured out. We'll get the pack figured back out after that stoppage. Unintentional stoppage, obviously. Some of these cars, they've got automatic starters. Some of them maybe don't work the best. And of course, some people potentially stall the car. And I've been saying the entire night, Lily Fossbender and that Sun Purple People Leader. Relatively new sophomore season for the driver of the 7 machine. She just kind of gets that car a little bit stalled out. And got to get it back going. We're going to get the order figured back out, and we will get ready to go back racing here. So Miklas goes high, forcing Michael Weber down to the bottom. 17 laps in, 8 laps to go. So it's the top 2 in points. 1 and 2. This one will get interesting for sure. If there's one thing that we've seen so far this season, none of our top 3 are afraid of putting the gloves on and doing a little boxing. Boy, oh boy. 8 laps to go, and this one's going to get interesting. Lewis, Miklas, and Weber get us back underway here in Benton. Great restart from Michael Weber. He's going to try and follow Jackson Lewis down through turns 3 and 4. Lewis puts his car all the way up on that top. Getting a little dangerous there for the 8 machine. Sorry, for the 7 machine. The 8 still right on his tail. Issues for Jordan Miklas, waving on that high line. Miklas going to slow through turns 3 and 4. That's your second place driver in the points, and the 8 machine will pull off. What the battle is going to look like for the race lead. Jackson Lewis up top, Michael Weber down low. 6 laps to go. Sorry, 5 laps to go even. Michael Weber looking to the inside of Jackson Lewis. He's going to need to pull a move off. Weber has stolen wins from Jackson Lewis and Makokata so far this year. Now he's looking to do it at Benton. Looking to the inside is Michael Weber. Does he have enough down the front straightaway? No. A 10th at the line with just 3 laps to go. They'll have McKenna Zachman to deal with. Lap traffic will play a factor here in Benton. 2 laps to go. Lewis has gained an advantage over Weber as they work down the back straightaway. Three and 4, car stopped on the high line. The yellow flag will fly. This race is not over. And just when you thought it was over, boy, oh boy, is it not. Adam Reed in the 24 and Adam Meyer in the 04. Conundrums for the two Adams. Not a good lap to be named Adam. They find themselves all sorts of off the track. The caution flag will fly with just 2 laps remaining. F machine of Willie Fossbender coming to a stop in turn 1. Issues for the Purple People leader. We'll have to see if Fossbender can get it back going. And unfortunately not for Lily Fossbender. She gets herself off of the racing surface, and unfortunately there, the night probably an end for the 7F machine. A rough Iowa visit for Lily Fossbender. It's not had the luck she has looked for in the great state of Iowa. Did a little bit of a blow-up at Makokata earlier on in the season, and now critical issues for Lily. Never mind, Lily Fossbender gonna make her way back onto the track. So in a turn of events where I probably shouldn't have been speaking, because obviously what I say is gonna not happen, Lily Fossbender makes her way back onto the racing surface. So she will find the rear of the field. And unfortunately, the black flag has been shown to Lily Fossbender. So unfortunately for the driver out of Burnett, Wisconsin, she's gonna end her night prematurely again. The field get back together. Let's try this one last time. The race to the finish. Out of turn number 4, Lewis gets us back underway. Good restart for Jackson Lewis. Michael Weber still right behind him, though. White flag coming out this time by for the driver of the 7 machine. 1 lap to go for Jackson Lewis. What does Weber have as they work through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway? In the 3 and 4, he looks to the inside, can't get it done. $2,500 going to Jackson Lewis. back to Minnesota. Michael Weber finishes in second, Robbie Morrison in third, but out front, it's the driver who has been dominant this season, getting the job done. The driver of the Legends.direct, number 7, out of Lakeville, Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Lewis. We will head down to victory lane and get to have a word with the driver of the 7L. It has been pure dominance this entire season for the driver of the 7L, and man, oh man, yet just another race to prove that fact. He gets the MLDS feature winner hat. He'll get the Hoosier Tire neckband on. And he'll hop out, ladies and gentlemen, $2,500 richer, Jackson Lewis. We'll get Jackson over here to the front of his car. Jackson dominates this entire season so far. This one, though, got a little bit more behind it. $2,500 going into your pocket. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good, yeah. This one means a lot more than a little bit of the other ones in terms of money. But, yeah, it's been an amazing year this year, and just hope to keep it going and just finish out this year strong with the championship.
You had a really strong Michael Weber right behind you on that final restart. You knew he was getting there, closing that gap, lap after lap. Caution comes out. What was your game plan going into that final green-white checkered?
Well, first of all, shivering in my boots. I could kind of hear him, and I didn't know what to do in 1 and 2. I had a feeling he was running the top. I'm not sure what he was doing, but I just knew I just needed to cut him off up on top of 3 and 4 because that's where he was. And coming to the final lap, I knew we were just carrying too much speed in 3 and 4 for him to do a slide or anything like that. So just held my line, not make a mistake, and not go over the edge.
If I'm not mistaken, feature win number 18 on the season. 17 or 18, one of those numbers, kind of to the point where you've lost count. This season, who do you need to give out to who has let you so
Direct, Griffin McGrath, Michael Weber, Kevin Corsmo, Bryce Miller, Colton Utley, all those guys that have been put the hours in and put the time in to do all the R&D and get this thing to where it needs to be. And I mean, it's a rocket ship. I got to thank my mom and dad, just everybody that has gotten me to this point. I just thank all of them.
He picks up another feature win on the Midwest Legends Dirt Series season. Ladies and gentlemen, let him hear you one more time. Jackson Lewis.